Hey everyone, welcome to episode 48 of Insight in Minutes. Today we're going to talk about detecting shadow AI in sanctioned SaaS applications. Imagine blocking every unauthorized AI tool in your company and still having AI quietly working inside your approved apps. That's not just a tech horror story, it's happening right now.
It's wild, isn't it? We're talking about AI features getting switched on in Salesforce, Notion, or Slack without anyone noticing. I'm here with you today to unpack how shadow AI is living right under our noses.
We'll dig into the 6 places shadow AI hides, share a practical framework to spot it, and talk mitigation without just banning everything. If you want to keep AI governance real and actionable, stick around.
And after our deep dive, you'll walk away knowing where to look, what tools actually help, and how to make your approved app stack safer, not just bigger. Ready to get a little uncomfortable? Let's get started.
So let's kick this off. Most people assume shadow AI is just unsanctioned ChatGPT or rogue apps, but the reality is way messier. Shadow AI surfaces in 6 places, and some are shockingly invisible.
The classic one is vendor-added AI features. Think Microsoft or Salesforce quietly rolling out copilots or AI assistants. No new contracts, no warnings, and often switched on by default. Procurement barely blinks.
Then there's OAuth connected plugins. One employee gives an AI note taker access to their calendar or email, and suddenly that plugin can read everything. Multiply that across a team, and you've got a real blind spot.
And don't forget browser extensions. I've seen users install AI rewriters that read every Salesforce record they view. The audit logs show nothing. The extension just quietly pulls sensitive data.
Plus, AI agents that inherit user permissions, in-product assistants, flipped on by admins, and third-party marketplace installs with broad access. Each one requires its own detection strategy.
It's almost like playing whack-a-mole, but with your company's data at stake. So the real challenge isn't just blocking, but actually seeing what's running under the hood of apps you trust.
That makes me think lots of orgs rely on domain blocklists, CASBs, or DLP rules. But these tools weren't built for embedded AI. Most shadow AI slips straight past them.
Exactly, CASBs might see unsanctioned apps, but they're usually blind to AI plugins living inside Microsoft 365, Slack, or Google Workspace. Even SSO logs only tell part of the story.
And DLP? It was designed for emails or file shares, not for spotting data being piped into an AI model via a hidden prompt inside a sanctioned app. That's a totally different risk surface.
What I love is that some new tools, like CloudEagle.ai, actually connect identity, vendor risk, and prompt-level activity. That's the kind of context you need to go from endless alert queues to real remediation.
Shifting gears, if you want to bring shadow AI into the open, you need a repeatable process. That's why this 5-step framework is so useful for both small and large stacks.
Step 1. Build an AI inventory for all your approved SaaS apps. Most teams are surprised to find that well over half of their top apps already have AI features, often turned on by default.
Second, audit OAuth tokens and SaaS-to-SaaS connections. Pull those lists and filter for plugins that touch anything AI. That's where you catch what no other tool does.
Next is monitoring prompt-level data flows. Turn on audit logs where you can. If Microsoft Purview or Google's audit logs are available for AI features, use them. It's your only shot at seeing what data actually reaches the model.
Then, score every vendor for AI-specific risk. Ask if they train models on your data, if you can disable features, and if they hold the right certifications.
Finally, tie every finding back to user identity. That's what turns a red flag into a fix. If you can see who used which AI feature and what data they accessed, you can actually take action.
Spotting shadow AI is step 1. But what if you actually find it? Blanket bans might sound tempting, but they just push usage underground, which is even riskier.
That's why Gartner's advice is so helpful. Make sure your approved alternatives are faster and easier than the workarounds. If your sanctioned catalog is a pain, people will go rogue.
Enforcing least privilege OAuth is another big move. Audit those permissions regularly and revoke anything with broad or unnecessary access. And require security reviews for new plugin grants, especially in top-tier apps.
Updating your DLP rules for AI prompts is essential too, especially in your most data-sensitive apps. Don't stop at email. Think about what's moving through AI features directly.
And finally, never let a new vendor through procurement without an AI risk score. That way, you catch issues before they're embedded deep in your stack. So, as more SaaS vendors rush to push out AI features, the real risk isn't rogue apps, it's embedded AI you didn't even notice. This is the visibility problem everyone will be wrestling with next year.
What I find striking is that teams that win aren't the strictest, but the most transparent and responsive. It really comes down to having a clear inventory and making the approved path the easiest one.
If you start with just one app, one OAuth audit, one vendor risk score, you're already ahead. The key is to start somewhere, even if it's messy. Waiting for perfect tools or policies just gives shadow AI more time to spread.
Couldn't agree more. The sooner you shine a light, the sooner you can actually protect your company's data and reputation. Let's wrap up with some takeaways you can act on right now.
First, shadow AI isn't about unsanctioned apps anymore. It's about hidden AI features inside apps you think are safe. Second, traditional security tools don't catch most embedded AI. Third, mapping AI features to user identity turns alerts into action.
Here's what you can do. Start your own AI inventory today. Pick your top 5 apps and ask, what AI features are turned on and who's using them? Even that first step can surface a lot more than you expect.
Thanks for joining us to decode the shadow AI puzzle. Subscribe for more deep dives, and don't forget, go shine a light on your own app stack before the next audit does it for you.
And if you're ready to get ahead, check out platforms that bring risk scoring and identity context together. Stay sharp and see you next time.